back, Deathscyp here from YCG, your casual gamer. Today we will go over the BSP brush, and the level you see over here, we will be building it from scratch. Just starting with that cube we finished up in the last video, and this is what it should be looking like at the end. So let's get started. Alright, so we have that cube over here that we dragged from the geometry tab last video, and we're going to use that cube to create the level I showed you in the preview. So when you're playing with the scale over here, try to always stay with the XYZ over here that you have all the measures, the standard size. So if, let's say, I want to change the Z, use it, just put 35 instead of trying to, let's say if I want to put 100, use it this way. Don't go inside the tab over here and put it to 0.5, because then it's not gonna be 100, it's gonna be half of 100 every time you put something. So let's say if I want to move in one direction and I put 200, instead of a brand new cube, you're gonna get half a cube. So if you multiply this inside the whole level you're building, it's gonna get confusing pretty fast. So to keep it simple, let's just keep the scale to 1. Enter, and I'm gonna go back to my original state. So it's at 1. So I'm gonna go back over here to place, Shift 1 if you're using the hotkey, and we're gonna grab the Z axis and we're gonna put it to 35. So we're creating our floor right now. In the y-axis, I'm going to go 350, and the x-axis 350. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's start editing our levels. So let's grab the geometry editing over here. We're going to grab, so you see now your mesh goes blue. So that means you can, from here, you can grab any face you want, and you can use the method I like using called extrude over here, which creates a new geometry from the face you selected. So as I select the side over here and I want to create a little wall, so I'm going to click 25, and just one segment is enough. If you choose to augment this segment, it just depends how many times you're going to create it on the apply. So let's say I do 4, and I put I don't know, 250, and I click apply. Then it's going to create that long wall, you see, that long floor over here. So you can see how easy it is from here. If I want to add a wall or another route, you can see how easy it's going to be to create a level using that method, if it stays in the straight angle. But okay, so for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm going to go back to one segment and I'm going to put it to 25, because we're just building a wall over here. So 25, boom, I'm happy with the dimension. I grab the top face and I'm gonna extract it by not 250, 350, and like this. There we go, we have our first wall. Let's repeat that for each wall. So I'm gonna do 25. It's better if you just do everything that requires 25 at first. So we're just gonna make a square room over here, and then you change to 350, grab the top, and there we go. Now we have our first room. So using that method, I'm going to recreate the level. Try to follow along if you want. I'm going to keep the video running, but I'm just going to speed up and take out the audio, because you don't need to hear me yapping over here. And let's create our level. right, here you got it. So level's done. Everything is set up for our level today. Now the only thing missing is the doors. We don't have any doors, so let's add the doors. It's quite simple actually. You think, oh, how am I gonna drill a hole and everything's gonna be fine? That's what another thing I like about BSP Brush from Unreal Engine is you just grab another box over here. Just gonna grab it inside. And for the dimension this time, on the x-axis, I'm gonna put it to 35. Okay. And the y-axis, I'm gonna do, I think it's 140. Maybe a bit less than that, 130. 120, there we go. Yeah, sounds about right. On the Z, I'm going to do 220. So that's going to be my door frame over here. So now it's in the air. Just click on your keyboard end, and it's going to snap with the floor. And over here on the right, on the brush type, you're going to select subtractive. And it's just going to drag it inside the wall like this. Be a bit more, and there you go. Get yourself one door hole. So from there, we're going to copy it. So Alt Alt and drag it out. Now you have another one over here. Let's put it on the other side like this. And Alt again. Turn this one around 90 degrees. And let's put it inside the wall over here. It's that simple. So I'm going to add the doors around. Try to follow along if you can. Just Alt and click and drag. And so on. Alright, so there you got it. All the doors there, save, compile, save all. So now if you look around, we have our level design ready to be texturized, and you can add a little bit of props just to decorate around. So you got to be careful when you play with BSP Brush, because like I was saying a bit earlier, it's hard to come back. It's hard to come back. So if you screw up, let's say I would have taken this side over here and I put it 350, and then this I try to take this plane, I go, I don't know, 220, there you go, and I save. Now if I save over here, to go back, Control Z is not going to work anymore, and it's going to be hell to actually get back to just that little, just this here. It's going to be hard to get back to this. So be careful not to save until you're really happy with your BSP brush. If you have to, restart, because once it's done, it's hard to come back. But now you see, the only measures I used to do the whole level was 25 and 35. 25, all the walls, all the junctions, and 350 is all the segments for the walls and floors. Alright, so I guess we're done for today. So, before we finish, let's get, I wanted to add 2 more folders so that we're ready for the next video. I wanted to decorate a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to apply texture, materials to walls. I'm going to show you that feature also with the BSP brush. Another thing I like about BSP brush, it's easy to just add material to it. And also we're gonna add a little bit of props just to get the level looking a little bit better, just to get us started. So on Deathscyp Factory or your content folder with your level, we're gonna right click, add a new folder, call it props. Now this one I'm gonna put it, I don't know, yellow, bright yellowish. There we go. And another folder, and this one is going to be called materials. And since whenever you create a material it's always green, let's go ahead and right click on it, set color, new color, and grab green. It's going to be easier to locate. Boom. From there we're going to go inside the starter content, and just to make it easier, let's go grab what we're going to be playing with right away, so that when you start the next video you're ready to start. So let's grab the door, the SM/_ door. So control click on this over here, control click on the lamp and the round table. Just those 4 things, and let's drag them right in here. We're going to do a copy because you never want to move the assets around. You never know if they're linked to a blueprint. It might cause trouble. It might crash the system sometimes. So let's just make a copy. That way there's no issue. Inside the starter content, now let's go get some materials that we're going to apply to our walls and floors. So I'm going to grab this over here. You can grab pretty much what you want. It depends what you can go ahead and follow me, or just grab whatever you feel like putting on the wall. If you have your own textures and material, you don't have to get what I did. I just want to use what Unreal has given me to just recreate something nice to show you. So again, grab and drag and copy here. Now it might take a little bit of time. Alright, everything seems loaded now. So in the next tutorial we're gonna add texture, add a few props just to make this place look a little bit better, and then we're gonna get started on our events, blueprints, etc. So tune in for next episode.